also. Then I was looking at hello. So are your missus joining? Your wife? Okay, no problem. That is here. He is asking you. She is watching. She is watching in the background music. She is
Screen edit. I'll talk at the end 5 minutes. Very nice to see you in the last to see the
9 o'clock in the evening.
Alim.
Yes, 9:30. You say that it is a magic land. Even 9:30 you can see the sun.
The Philippines is
So which other country he went?
Up. Sun never sets. Sun never sets in DXN.
Yeah.
Good morning, always.
Okay, our mic is on. I can hear everything.
This is a tricycle, a mode of transportation in the Philippines. Imagine, this is just driven by one motorcycle and it can carry 10 people. This is how creative a Filipino can be. I worked as a medical representative for 10 years and all I accumulated was debt. And I was thinking, where will I go from here? I remember the days, me and my wife going to the market and buying the cheapest food available because it was all I could afford. And I wouldn't want my family to really experience what I have experienced before. That's why I'm here. And when I started this business, it was only DXN that gave me hope. Now, after all those suffering, I'm free. I'm on a Philippine boat, it's called the Bangka, and it's very famous because of its ability to balance even on big waves. So it's very stable, like DXN.
One day, when I go to the southern Philippines to meet him, so he bring me to the Philippine boat, okay, with a what they call float at the side. The kind of scene cannot be seen. They say DXN is as strong, and he also believed in DXN, so he becomes successful.
I found this company the perfect company for my family because I'm doing this business for them.
I let him go. I said, I give you 100% support that the children will be in good hands.
I want to follow the business because what my father has done, I also want to help other people prosper.
He really wanted to change other people's lives faster. I see myself following my father's footsteps.
DXN is just like music. If everybody contributes just the correct note, then everything will be in harmony, and I believe that together we will make music. Yeah! Life is great because of DXN. I'm actually traveling for free right now. I have traveled to more than 30 countries worldwide, and now I'm in Hungary. All I do is ask people questions like, do you drink coffee? I know that 9 will answer yes. And that, for me, is business. I'm not that office type of person. That's why I love DXN, because I can bring my business anywhere I want to go. Because this is actually a tag-along business. Do the business at the beach, you can bring it anywhere because a DXN businessman is always free. Trying to get money, or trying to achieve the things that I want, but it was not the right formula. The right formula is helping others first so that you can help yourself.
He is a person with a big dream and coupled with passion, commitment, and hard work.
He is very supportive.
Osler is awesome.
Osler Sto Tomas is a great leader.
So mga pita, cheers! Inom. I love DXN life because this cup of coffee you can share with anybody. You will keep on stumbling, you'll keep on falling, but it doesn't matter. What matters most is how you get back up. And I'd like you to journey with me in DXN because together we can reach the top.
Now, morning, guys. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, DXN family. Good morning, Mr. Osler.
Good morning,
Welcome,
Doctor.
Thank you. Welcome to DXN RBC YouTube channel for your success story. First of all, I wish a very long life for our founder, Dr. Lim on his birthday.
Happy birthday, Dr. Lim.
Happy birthday to Dr. Lim, wherever he may be. So, it is so wonderful to have you today with us, and Mr. Osler Sto Tomas is not a stranger to India. I think he has come couple of times. In that he stayed for a long time once. I recall more than 2 months. He is a wonderful, he is a wonderful leader from Philippines. A civil engineer turned to medical representative. That is a rare combination. I know that unemployment drove him to take up some job deviating from his original study of civil engineering. The drive to get into the job and better salary, he has struggled for his livelihood to make both ends meet for more than 10 years. Debt-ridden, Mr. Osler Sto Tomas had a challenge in life to get out of debts. We generally call network marketing is good. G-O-O-D. G-O-O-D is here. Get out of debt. G for get, O for out, another O for off, D for debt. Get out of debt. He really made it good by choosing DXN network marketing. Debt is killing, as it has been rightly said. He was in debt trap. Music just happened. He wanted to, as I told, get out of debt. Hence he did choose network marketing industry and zeroed out to DXN. Today he is living the life of no more debt. His topic rightly today of discussion, debt crushes souls. Debt is the worst ever thing one may suffer in anybody's life. Nobody wants to be in debt trap. Everybody wants to be debt free. Everybody wants freedom from loans, credit or debts, which will be most, torturous thing in one's life. And he did it. Today he is with us. Executive Triple Crown Diamond, Mr. Osler Sto Tomas, having his network in more than 40 countries, having more than 200,000 people in his network, more than 400 diamonds, 6 CDs and 1 crown ambassador under him. Welcome to DXN RBC YouTube channel.
I am very honored to be with you today, and today I'm going to share to you my story,
Yes.
So what will be our format, Professor Vasupal? Will I be answering questions from you, or
No,
you
start. You start with the story. Then, when you stop, I will ask the question. We can go ahead like that. Or I will.
Okay.
You want to start with the question?
No problem.
Yeah.
Anytime, any kind of format you want, I will just follow.
Okay. Mr. Osler, may I know your past before DXN?
Okay. So, when I started DXN, a word, and the word is survive. I'd like to show you a slide,
Yes.
so that I can show you the meaning of what I'm talking about. So, anyway, this is the word I'd like to share to you. Anyway, I was just surviving, and to survive means to be in existence or to live, especially after hardship. Why am I telling you that I was just surviving about? Because I was actually having a job, and I was earning more than a bank manager. I used to be a medical representative, and although I had a good salary, I was totally indebted to the bank, and I could hardly make ends meet. And I really got tired of a life where you cannot put proper food on the table, you cannot go to places you want to go, and you cannot give the best for your family and your loved ones. And that kind of life I hated. I don't know if you want that kind of life, but I really got tired of it. I got tired of poverty. I live in a third world country, and a lot of Indians would really know how I felt before. No, so if you are in a situation right now where you're really hard up, no?
Yes.
You're having a hard time buying food. You're having a hard time paying tuition fee for your children. And you are just living or barely breathing. I can understand how you feel. So I opted a way out. No? So I really had a hard time looking for the proper opportunity to really allow myself to be out of debt. And I was very thankful that DXN came to my life. And when I joined this business, I didn't even have the money to. I really didn't have the money to join the business, and it was just about 350 rupees at the time. I couldn't even afford to really join DXN, so I asked my wife to borrow money from her sister, and I joined, no, just for the registration kit. But what really made me successful was my passion and drive and determination to really succeed at life, because I really would not like to live that life no more. So I just did it, and in one day I became a star agent. In 3 weeks I became a ruby, and about 4 months I became a diamond. And after about 1 year and 2 months, I started a life that really I would like to live. So I've been with DXN for the past 22 years, and I could say that life is good, and life is truly wonderful, and life is truly worth living.
Fantastic. Really, it is amazing, Mr. Osler. Why are you
so
attracted to network marketing?
Well, actually, at first, I was not attracted to it at all. No? So I could truly understand people who are really negative about this industry.
Yes.
Because I was negative for I had a negative idea about this business for about 5 years. It actually took my wife 5 years to really get me going in this industry. And I tried to reflect why I was acting that way. Now, whenever my wife came from a training and she would ask me to help her out, I was actually telling her, oh, I will succeed financially, but not in that type of industry. And when I tried to reflect why I had that kind of mindset, I realized that I had this kind of mindset, meaning I had a negative mind about this industry because I did not fully understand what this industry was about. You know, I come from a poor family, and my parents told me, Osler, you go to school, study hard, get good grades, and after becoming a civil engineer, you find yourself a good job, save money, and when you do, get your dreams in life so that you do not become like us. So I was so negative about this industry. And then, actually, DXN is my second networking company. I'm not ashamed to share it. No? I got involved in an American company. I'm not going to mention the name because I believe it's unethical. But there I fully understood what this industry is about. So, you know, my upline in that company would really invite me to dinner, no? And I love free dinners, no? Because at the time I didn't have money, no? So what I did was, whenever he came, he was from Cebu, he flew into Davao City every month, and whenever he came in, he would ask me, Osler, let's have dinner. And because I love free dinners, I would go to his house, and then he will treat me to a very, very delicious dinner. And I would start asking him, because he is a millionaire already, and he was a millionaire at the time. I would really keep on asking him the same questions. What is your secret? What did you do to make you really what did you do to make yourself become
financially free. What did you do? How did you invite people? So he would keep on answering and answering and answering the same answers, but his words would only come in to my right ear and out of my left ear because I was only concentrating on the food. and one day he came to the house, no? And I really did nothing about network marketing because I looked good. No? I was a medical representative at that time. I was wearing a tie. I had a car that was mine, was company owned, but I looked good. No? I had some representation expense for doctors, so I would go to hotels and treat them. No? But one day he came to my house and he was at the gate and he was so excited. And I noticed that he was driving a brand new Pajero. I could still remember the color. It was blue and the bottom part was silver. And then he was shouting at the gate, Osler, can you please accompany me to the bank? And I was really hesitant to go near him because I knew at the time that he would really push me to do network marketing. So I was about to ride my car. The door was opened. And, I was looking at him, and I was very curious because he was holding a small piece of paper, and he kept on, Osler, please come. So I got curious. I went near him, and why would you like me to come? He told me, I would like you to go with me to the bank.
Yes.
And I asked him, why? Because I would like you to help me encash this check. So immediately I grabbed the check and I saw that it was almost 500,000 rupees. And I really stared at the check for about 5 minutes. And I had goosebumps all over my body. I was chilling, I was sweating, and I was thinking to myself, because I'd never listened to this guy because I thought that I was better than him. We were colleagues before. We were together as medical representatives. And I would perform better than him. So that I really thought that I was better than him. And then I was holding the check. And I was telling myself, if I am better than him, why is he earning better than me? So there I wonder, what is he doing right? And he got my curiosity. And December came, I resigned. I thought that network marketing was easy because I thought that I was good enough, no? But I had a hard time. Do you know why? Because I was hard-headed. I never listened. So to the distributors of DXN who are listening to me right now, the first skill that I would like to teach you is to listen well to your sponsor.
Yes.
Especially if your sponsor is successful. Because I never listened, I had a hard time succeeding.
Yes.
So I was in that company for about 1 year and 2 months, and nothing really was significant was happening to me, no? And for me to earn 70,000 rupees, I should sell in a month 120,000 rupees.
Yes.
That was a very, very hard thing to do.
Yes.
And I was the only one earning.
Yes.
Because the products were very expensive. Then while I was there in the company, I came to know about this DXN.
Yes.
And I saw them inside our office carrying boxes of coffee. So I was wondering, we are in another company. Why are these guys carrying coffee? So when I heard about it, it took them about 3 or 4 months to convince me. No? Because I'm a highly focused individual.
Yes.
So what got me was, I was afraid to lose my downlines in that company.
Yes.
So I was trying to figure out what they were doing, and accidentally I found out about the coffee, and I researched about coffee. I I'm not a marketing guru like you, Professor. But I understand how marketing works. So I am a salesperson. I promoted drugs at the time. And if you want to create sales, you must have a product that is needed by people.
Yes.
So when I saw that it was coffee, I immediately did my research and I found out through the internet. I remember I even paid 80 rupees per hour. No? I didn't have money,
Yes.
but I paid 80 rupees per hour for the internet just for the research.
Yes.
And at the time I was jobless. I was, oh my God, no. When I was starting DXN,
Yeah.
I could not even buy briefs for myself. I could not even buy a pair of socks for myself. I was really dead poor, no. So I studied and I learned that 9 out of 10 people in the world drink coffee every day.
Yes.
And my God, no, it really made me very, very excited because I imagine myself promoting this coffee, and I couldn't believe that I would not explain it. At first, when I joined DXN, I never promoted RGGL because it was too difficult for me to explain how the immune system works. I know how it works, but I'm not like Dr. Vasupal. I'm not like the professor's wife. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a medical representative. So I'm a person who loves simplification. I'm an engineer and I love simplifying things. So why would I make it hard for myself to promote DXN? So I opted to promote coffee. Do you know how I promoted coffee before? I just approach people and ask them, do you drink coffee?
Yes.
That's the question I always ask until now. Do you know why? Because I know that 9 out of 10 people drink coffee every day. So, my God, no, I never explained about adenosine. I never explained about organic germanium. I never explained about the immune system. I just asked people, do you drink coffee? If they answer no, I know that they are just a statistic. They're 1 out of 10 people. So I know that if I ask more people, I will gain 9 more. So I kept on doing that for about 2 years. My God, no, my life changed. After 1 year and 2 months, I began my fifth check in DXN was about 176,000 rupees.
Ooh.
And the rest is history.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I was able to buy 17 cars. Actually, I got tired of buying cars.
Yes.
No, I traveled to more than 60 countries for free. And I can buy anything I want anytime I want to buy it. I can go to any place I want to go anytime I want to go. I could eat anything I want to eat. Why? Because I can afford it and I'm free.
Yes.
So, for
Amazing.
people who are listening to me right now, when you're just starting out, believe me, this business is good. It will get you out of debt.
Fantastic. Fantastic. It is mind-boggling. Really, as you said, Mr. Thomas, that it may be easy for doctors or medical doctors at being a medical representative. It is really, I think here you are wrong. It is not easy for doctors. Many doctors who have joined are not successful in India, as you know, because they go on the basis of their medical practice, patient and all, and very often they fail. And those doctors who go on the basis of purely networking. My wife, being a medical doctor, she started networking, she started sponsoring, she started using MLM skill, network marketing skill, not medical skill. That is why she is successful. This is what the doctors also perhaps must know from everybody. A professional networker like you, they have to follow the proven network marketing skill only, no other way. As you know that there is a struggle in every business. There is a struggle in every profession. There is a struggle in every life. Whatever they are pursuing in life, there is, without struggle, I don't think anybody will become rich. And I would like to know what about your initial struggle in DXN before you becomes earning reasonably, big money.
So to my listeners now, if you are not struggling in DXN, you're doing something wrong. If you are not struggling in DXN at first, you are doing something wrong. I could imagine, when I was starting out, my initial struggles were how to invite people. I was so excited about this business that it made me look too aggressive for most people. And people thought that I was crazy. Really. People thought that I was crazy. Do you know why? Because I was so excited of the possibilities that could happen to my life. And the way I approached people at first was, I could say, was wrong. Because all I talked about was money. All I talked about was money. So whenever I approach people, I would tell them, oh, if you join DXN, you will become a millionaire. If you join DXN and consume the products, you will become millionaires. If you will join DXN and invite people, you will become millionaires. So I kept on talking about money. And people actually avoided me. People avoided me. I remember, I used to be a medical representative, and I went to hospitals to recruit people like me, because you always attract people like you.
Yes.
So I went to hospitals, and I could remember when I entered the hospital, my colleagues, my friends who were medical representatives at the time would really run away from me. I would see them whisper among themselves and say, oh, here comes Osler. Oh, he will recruit us to join DXN. Let us run. And they would run away from me. And at first I could not understand why they were running. I could not understand why people were avoiding me, until I finally realized that I was doing something wrong. Now, what is the magic formula for inviting people to join you? Actually, there is no hard, fast rule about inviting people. Because I read a lot of books about how to invite. I attended, thousands of trainings on how to invite people. And I discovered that there is no hard, fast, and tried rule. And I found out for myself that the best way to invite people to join you is by doing it your way. Let me repeat.
Yes.
Doing it your way. Why do I say that? Because we are cybernetic organisms.
Yes.
What do I mean by that? When we commit mistakes, we never would like to commit that mistake again, because we don't want to experience the feeling that we had when we committed that mistake. So I learned it the hard way, because I never listened. I told you, I never listened. So when my upline taught me how to invite, I never listened to them. I just did it my way. So I learned it the hard way. But I found out that if you want to be a master of inviting people, all you have to do is do it. I kept on doing it. Every time I approach people, I just talked about how to. I just invited them. And how did I do it? I thought of ways to help them. So I listened intently. I listened. So the first skill that I would like you to master is the listening skill. So if somebody talks, just listen. If you find something good in what he said, just nod your head and keep your mouth shut and keep on listening. Because the only successful formula for inviting people is to help them out.
Yes.
If you think that you can help them, then go ahead. If you think that you cannot help them financially, spiritually, physically, or socially,
Emotionally.
then stop.
Yes.
Stop inviting them. But if you can help them spiritually, emotionally, financially, or physically, by all means, help them. And people would know if you are genuinely interested in them or not. No, people
Yes,
would
yes.
know if you are really genuine in help
Helping them.
in the commitment to help other people.
Yes.
So just go out there and do it the way you should do it, no? The way you
Yes,
talk to
yes.
people until you find out the best technique for you.
Yes.
So my first struggles in the business were actually inviting people, and the second thing was presenting. Presentations was a hurdle for me because I was afraid. I was afraid talking to magnitudes of people. So what did I do? Same thing, no? I just spoke in front of people, and afterwards, no, I gained the confidence. And look at me now; I'm so confident, no? Even if I'm in front of the monitor, I'm
Yes.
still very, very confident and very, very enthusiastic about how I speak because there's no magic formula. All you have to do is talk sincerely from your heart and from your experiences. Because in network marketing, you can never fake it. You can never share something passionately that you do not believe in.
Yes.
And you will not believe in something if you have not experienced it.
Yes.
So for me, the best way is to really just do it. No? So if you're afraid of presenting, just practice, practice, practice. If you're afraid of inviting people, just practice, 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 so that you become masters of invitation and masters of presentation.
Fantastic.
So did that,
Very good. That is what everybody will have their initial struggle. I don't think anybody become successful in any sector. Only in network.
Another
Any.
another struggle that I had was when in the beginning, no, when people said no, especially if I was so enthusiastic in inviting them and I was so enthusiastic in presenting to them, no, and then they just say a blunt no, or they would just say no, I won't join you, or please go back the next day. And when you go back the next day, they won't be there. They will avoid you at all costs. When they see you in the mall, they will avoid you. So that was my struggle because I felt that I had a problem. They had a problem with me, no? But with proper trainings and with experience, I learned that if people will say no, it's not about me.
Yes.
It's not about DXN. It's not about the products. It's not about the marketing plan. It's only a matter of timing, no? So in this industry, timing is always everything.
Yes, yes, yes. As you said, Mr. Osler, actually, exactly now I am keeping this book in front of you. It's a beautiful book written by John Furman. He says, if they say no, just say next. It's a
Exactly.
beautiful book written by him. If they say no, just say next. Answer.
Exactly.
24 secrets of going through the no's until you get SSS. This is the specialized book, best-selling author. As you said, the problem why people are unable to face the no, why they are not mentally ready to be no, mainly because they have not got education or training or skill in ML. The most important thing what I feel is, while the people come to this industry, everybody will think that it is automatic. Sponsor will do everything. Everything will be, as soon as they meet somebody, they will join. As soon as they go and talk to somebody, they will sign up. Then automatically whomever they approach, everybody will sign, everybody will do PV, they will become millionaire. This is what the wrong mental setup, which most of the people, everybody, whoever joins, they don't think that education is required, so much struggle is there, easy money. It is It is the most tough money what I feel is in network marketing than compared to many other sectors. Though we don't have any risk, there is no risk, no liability, no overhead, no infrastructure, no headache. All these things are all right. But getting money is not easy. You have to make enough your homework and must be ready to face the negatives, handle objections, and must be ready to hear any number of no's. Not only you are a civil engineer, I am an economist, my wife is a doctor. It is same thing like any other labor or a worker or a barber or a carpenter who joins the network marketing. He also has to face, and highly qualified person also has to overcome all this. For this, people very often not make themselves ready, because they think that you are a civil engineer. You think that I am a civil engineer. Who is going to, as you said initially, you are not willing to hear your upline because you thought that you know everything. That is the, I think, major problem where people drop out initially during their beginning itself, because they are not able to struggle towards success.
Exactly.
I would like to know.
So,
tell me.
Okay. So I'd like to share something about that too, because
Please.
I'm a person who thought that I knew everything. So I learned later that if you are a person who would think that you know everything, then your failure will come for sure. So I like to share this from experience, because I didn't become successful overnight. I became successful because I learned about it. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I'm a licensed one. And I realized that what I learned from civil engineering and what I learned from being a medical representative for 10 years has nothing to do with this industry.
Yes.
So if you're a lawyer and you talk about the laws of the land, I will listen to you. If you are a physicist and you talk about physics, I will listen to you. But if we talk about network marketing, I would like you to listen to people who have succeeded in this business. Professor Vasupalya is one. I am one. Laszlo Kosho is one. We have a lot of distributors in the world who are successful. You can listen to Shiraj, no? He's a auto rickshaw driver. Now, when I first met Shiraj on a cruise ship, he told me, do you know, Osler, before I couldn't speak English, not even a word. Then I asked him, why can you speak English now? And his answer really struck me. He just told me, because I decided to learn to speak English. And I told him, what did you do? I never read any newspaper or book that is not written in English. I never watched movies that are not in English. So that after a month, I learned to say yes. See? So what's my point? If you truly want to succeed in network marketing, unlearn what you have learned and learn this industry by heart, because that is the only way. Because your level of thinking is your level of income. So you really have to unlearn what you have learned in your other fields and relearn everything in network marketing, because this is an industry that changed my life. And I can promise you, if it happened to me, it can happen to you.
You are absolutely right. While it happens to many people, not only you, ordinary people become extraordinary. Even a labor or a worker or a coolie can become a millionaire in this industry. Definitely, it is made for everybody, either educated, uneducated, literate or illiterate, or labor or a rich person, anybody, ordinary, anybody, once they decide and learn and start, relearning, unlearning what they may have already know, and start learning the new skill of this industry, nobody can stop them to going to the top. That is, you are right. That is what the reality of this.
Yeah. While DXN was designed for everybody
Yes.
to see, it was not designed for everybody to do.
Yes.
And I'm very happy about that. Do you know why?
Yes. Yes.
Because there is only 2% of the entire world's population that controls its wealth. And I would like people to realize that you can really achieve financial success or financial freedom if you decide to.
Yes.
Now, let me reiterate. While DXN was made for everybody to see, it was not designed for everybody to do.
Yes.
And I'm happy, very, very happy, because if everybody in the world are millionaires, nobody will serve me food anymore. Nobody will do the laundry for me. Nobody will wash my car. No, so if you want those kind of jobs,
Yes.
don't do DXN.
You are right. That is absolutely right. The major problem of this industry is negative. Why people are negative about this?
Well, I could only say that there are actually, I think, about 2 or 3 things why people are negative about this industry. First, they have biases already. No, and I pity those people who are like me before, no? Because I was really biased about this industry, not because I hated it, but because of what I heard about it. Now, there's a difference between having a negative experience about this industry and hearing it from somebody else. Hearing it from somebody else is hearsay. And that's where my beliefs were based before, no? From hearsay. And I regretted it because it took my wife 5 years to fully convince me. I was so hard-headed. I never studied this industry, not knowing that this is so good, no? That this is actually a shortcut for my financial success. And when I came to my senses after really studying about this industry, I even told my wife, why didn't you force me? Because if you have forced me, I should have done this earlier, no?
Yes.
But it's really about timing, no? So people are negative because of what they heard and what they have seen, no? There's nothing wrong about the industry. The industry is being taught in Harvard University already. There's even a book that has been written by a marketing guru. His name is Charles W. King.
Yes.
No, and he's a professor.
Yes.
He's a PhD in marketing also, like you, in Harvard.
He's the
And
first vice
he
chancellor. He's the first vice chancellor of MLM University. MLM.
Yeah,
University.
he actually written the book because
Yes. The new profession.
he would like to find out why a lot of people are really negative about it. And he found out that this business is really legal, and there's nothing wrong about this industry. But the problem is the people who operate the industry. That's the problem. So if people have encountered these people who take advantage of other people who cheat, then they have a bad experience, and they would share the bad experiences now, so that people who haven't experienced this at all would also be negative, because usually they are the friends, no?
Yes.
Second, a lot of people are negative. The second group of negative people here are who did the business and failed.
Yes.
They badmouth the industry because they are trying to justify their failure. They are trying to justify their failure. So, so it is dangerous to listen to these people, no? People who say that, oh, it's people who got in first only succeed in this business. No, it's not true. Do you know that I got in late? I was late for 2 years. But I got ahead of a lot of people, and a lot of people got ahead of me also. One of my downlines even got ahead of me. Stack Sevillano became a crown ambassador ahead of me. But it doesn't matter. Do you know why?
Yes.
There will come a time that everybody in DXN, if we all become crown ambassadors, and you will,
Yes.
if we all become crown ambassadors, almost everybody will earn the same amount of money.
Yes. Yes.
And by that time, no, we will just buy our products, we will buy our maintenance and donate the products to charity.
Yes. Yes.
And that time comes, no? And it will come.
Yes.
And so people who are just starting out and people who are struggling right now, just bear with it, no? Because you have to, if you are not struggling right now, if you are not having a hard time doing DXN right now, I am assuring you that you are doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong.
Yes, yes.
No, do you know that when I was starting out, I went out of the house 6 o'clock in the morning and came home 3 o'clock in the following morning. I did that for almost 2 years. 2 years. But I am with DXN now for 22 years, and I am enjoying my life. Look at my background. It's a beach. The beach at 9:30 in the morning.
9:30 in the night, you are having the sunshine in the beach. That is the beauty.
Yeah. Yeah, and the third group of negative people here are the people who really hate network marketing. And the reason we cannot determine, no? There are really people who really don't like this industry, so let them be. The problem with people is they make it an excuse, no?
Yes, yes.
They make it as an excuse for them not really succeeding at it, no? So, you can never avoid negative people, even if you are working right now at a restaurant. There will always be negative people. These are pessimistic people who will really bug you and pull you down, no? So people who get ahead of others and succeed are people who ignore these people.
Yes, yes.
No? So if you truly want to succeed, my secret is I just avoid them.
Yes,
I never engage in negative talk. I never complain. So I just do what is supposed to be done for me to succeed. So if somebody will approach you and is talking, bad-mouthing our industry, just leave them. No? Tell them, oh, excuse me, I'm very busy.
Yes.
I'll go. So that's the secret. No? Don't listen to negative talk.
Yeah.
Because listen. No? If you listen to negative people, what about us? We are very positive people. We succeeded in this business. Doctor and professor succeeded in this business. Shiraj, no, even the biryani maker. Oh, there's a very poor guy in one of your states. Oh, he's a millionaire now. He's a crown ambassador. And Mr. Debia has been really telling me about him, no? And I really am proud of this guy, no? And how about Bharat Garg, no? I know these guys, no? These are very ordinary individuals, but now are very successful in DXN. So don't listen to negative people. Listen to the positive ones. A lot of them are in front of you already.
Yes. So you are absolutely right. Negative is common in this industry, and people talk negative because they don't know. One thing, they talk negative, they are ignorant. Secondly, they talk negative, they might have been having some bad experience with the schemes, money circulation, pyramids, such illegal so-called network marketing companies. They are hiding within the system of network marketing. This is not our lookout. We have to, if our company is legal, our company is ethical, moral, our company is as per the law of the land, then we need not worry about other companies for things, because very often people may be having such bad experience with the schemes. I know that people are attracted to the schemes. Whatever having said and done, they go to easy money schemes. That is the major thing which I have seen In all the countries of the world, the last 20 years, I traveled more than 75 countries. Every country I have seen same thing. It may be Europe, it may be Australia. I was there 1 month in Australia. They were also asking these negatives are there. There also there are so many schemes, so many illegal companies. Government will take action. Then again they will open. And this is not our work to look into legalities. But what we are doing, whether it is legal, once we have a real company like DX, what I am saying, which we have seen last 25 years, it is only growing upward. Otherwise, from 0 ranking to 15th rank, we would not have reached. So this shows any business there will be good and bad business, good industry, bad industry, good money, bad money, good banking, bad banking, good stock market, bad stock market, good real estate, bad real estate. Why good and bad? Something good is which they are operating legally, ethically, morally as per the law of the land. Bad is they are surreptitious, they are hidden, they are doing lot of wrong things in the name of that industry. Hence, we cannot close down the industry. I used to tell this in the beginning of my network marketing career in 2000 while we opened, while they used to criticize that this. Then I used to say good and bad is there everywhere. Hence, major negative is because of this, that kind of wrong things are happening, had happened. And there is no way we can stop it. It is not, it is only the authority. Hence, why we must tell the people what is the fact and figures. Most people fail to explain the position of their own industry. That is where most of the people, because they don't know. While somebody says, makes a comment, no, these are all schemes, these are, immediately they will agree, they become negative, they will drop out. Because dropping out here is easy because there is no any risk or liability. It is a major thing. And as you said, negative, this industry can be mitigated, reduced, not removed, by educating the people. So we will have faced and we have to face such for the bigger growth, no doubt.
And people, a lot of people quit in this business, in DXN. The main reason is the joining fee is so low.
No,
when I joined, it
free.
was only
In India. It is free.
Yeah,
India
see,
free.
it's free in India. In the Philippines, it's 300. It's 550 rupees.
Yes,
When I joined, it was 350 rupees.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so this is my point, no? Because a lot of listeners are, a lot of people are listening now. So,
Yes.
my take on that is very easy, no? I'm an engineer, and it took me 5 years in college, 4 years in high school.
Yes.
So that's 9 years, plus 6 years in elementary, that's 15 years, plus 2 years in primary education. That's 17 years of education. Every day I went to school, we paid for the tuition fee,
Yes.
and I had a mindset that I should go for a job so that I can become financially free and get my dreams. That was the mindset
Yes.
since I was a child. Now, here comes DXN telling me that I will become a millionaire in a short time, and I'm only paying for 350 rupees.
350.
So that is where the problem, because
Yes.
we were programmed wrongly, I should say. Wrongly. Why should I say wrongly? Because I looked at the generations of my family. I looked at my father, I looked at my grandparents. They kept on saying the same things. Go to school, get good grades, find yourself a safe, secure job, and save money. Go for your dreams.
Yes.
They kept on repeating that cycle and nothing is happening. Do you know
Yes.
why? Because they didn't know any other alternative. You can never teach something that you don't know about. Do you know why a lot of people are poor in India and the Philippines? Because the people who are teaching these poor people to become rich,
Yes.
are also poor. Who are they? The parents, the grandparents. They're the ones teaching the children
Poverty.
and the grandchildren how to become financially, and they are actually poor.
Poor.
So how can you teach something that you don't know about? In DXN, there are a lot of millionaires. Even if we just invested 350 rupees, even if you just invested zero, because in India it's free.
Yes.
My God, you should believe it, because there are more millionaires that were created in DXN by percentage compared to the world's population. So that you should be thinking about. And that is the engineer in me. See? So that's basic analytics. So if you are listening to me right now, you better do DXN correctly.
Yes, yes. You are absolutely right, Mr. Osler. As you said, we are carried away by the traditional model of earning. That go to a good school, get a good degree, get a good marks, go to a good job, be secure. Hence, we don't want to break that model. Generations, once they decide to break that traditional model and go to a non-traditional sector, like work money, I'm sure that their mind will open how to be rich. Because we were not taught anywhere how to be rich. Which school, which college, which education, which engineering, you are a civil engineer. I was professor of economics. No, none of my teacher, even I never taught in the university to be rich. After 30 years of my teaching economics, God's grace, I opened my mind to be rich myself first before I talk to people to be rich. Now last 20 years, I am talking to people be rich and how to be rich. How to make money.
That's great.
It's a beautiful.
Do you know that in DXN is a university. I consider DXN a university. And we only teach one course.
Yes.
Remember, DXN is a university, and we only teach one course. And it is BSHTBM. Do you know that course, Professor?
Yes.
You know that? That course is BSHTBM. And the course is... No, I'll share my screen. No. The course is BSHTBM, an acronym for Bachelor of Science in How to Become a Millionaire. That's the only course we teach here.
Bachelor of how to become a millionaire. That is, you are right. And we are the people, which is unconventional, focusing on people to. Poverty is, as you know, so good. Those who have experience, like you, suffer. Really, it is hard story. Your story, being a civil engineer, how you struggled, even to have a quality food, and with the children, education, everything. This is very, very clear. Anybody suffer from poverty, and they don't know the alternative. They don't know how a simple person, without any background, without any even capital, without any big money, he can be rich. The industry like network marketing, if they really learn, the problem is most of the people don't learn. They don't open their mind. If they learn how to be rich, I think the best industry without risk to be rich, without any kind of big money to invest, is network marketing. Not that there is nothing to be invested here, but compared to conventional business, conventional sector, it is very, very, very small. Even buying product, minimum PV maintaining it. And people must analyze and understand this if they want to be rich. One more important question which I would like to discuss with you today is, what are the main objections in network marketing? Because this is again another major problem. There are so many objections. What are the main objections you view important in network marketing?
Okay. So actually, I've encountered almost all the objections in network marketing. The first is, oh, only people who got in first would succeed.
Yes.
It's a first objection.
That is a myth.
No?
Yes.
So, first objection. Oh, it's we're already late and we have no chance in succeeding. Actually, I tried to analyze it, no? And they're just singling out network marketing. Do you know why? Because look at other industries. Look at corporations, for example, or the government, for example. Employees of the government and employees of corporations. It's actually the same. Those who got in first, who did the right thing, will get promoted. Isn't it?
Yes.
Those who got in first and did the right thing will get promoted, will get higher salaries,
Yes.
and will enjoy their lives. Now, in network marketing, it's the same. Those who got in first, who did the right thing, will earn the most and will get promoted fastest. Now, what's the difference? There's actually no difference. There's no difference. But there is one flaw in corporations and the government. And what is that? Okay. I'll share to you. This will be an eye-opener. In the corporate world, the top man or the top guy is called a CEO or the president or a director. In the government, it's always the prime minister or the
Secretary, chief
president.
President.
No? It's always the president or the prime minister who is the top guy. And my good news for you is they are only one person. There can only one president for the Philippines. There can only be one CEO for DXN. And that is only Dr. Lim, nobody else.
Yes.
In DXN, everybody can become crown ambassadors. That is the difference. Because if there are two CEOs in DXN,
any number of people can become the crown. Any number.
Exactly.
No limit.
Everybody. There can be 1 million crown ambassadors.
Yes.
No problem.
No problem.
In India, there is only one prime minister.
Yes.
In DXN, there is only one CEO.
Yes.
There can never be two. In
There
DXN,
are
there
17
can
crown
be.
ambassador under me. For your information.
Exactly. See? So that is what is good about network marketing. So
Everybody
you
can.
should learn how to answer.
Yes.
You should learn how to answer. So you just smile, never agree with what they say. If they say that only people who got in first will get promoted and get ahead financially, it's not true. Now, those who got in first, who did the right thing, will always get the most financially and get the highest positions. But in DXN, everybody is guaranteed promotion equally, equal opportunity.
Equal.
No? The second objection is it's a pyramid.
Yes.
No, it's a pyramiding scheme. No, it's a common negative
Common. Yes.
objection. So,
Yes.
oh, it's a
Money
pyramiding
circulation
scheme.
or pyramid.
Yeah.
All
You
this
know, I'm an engineer, and there is nothing wrong with the form of a triangle. or a pyramid. And actually, the pyramid is the strongest structure because the power is at its base. No, the power is at its base. Now, if you would look, if you try to look at a corporate organization, no? A corporation, it is also in form of a pyramid. The government also has pyramid, no? The CEO, then the directors, and then the
General
to the janitor.
managers and regional manager.
So,
yes.
Same in the government structure: president, vice president, no? So the senators, the governors, the mayors, and then the councilors and the constituents. So the same pyramid.
Yes.
In network marketing, it's also the same.
Yes.
Crown ambassador, executive gold crown ambassador, gold crown ambassador, executive triple crown ambassador, triple crown ambassador, up to the distributor. It's a triangle. But the difference is, in the corporate world and the government, there can only be one CEO and one president. In DXN, while it gets older, no, meaning to say the company ages, and the company progresses, it will not be in a form of a pyramid anymore. It actually will stretch out. Its sides will stretch out, and it will look like a square or a rectangle.
Becomes opposite to pyramids. Opposite, because it goes down.
Yes, it will be.
Upward will be expanding.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that is the difference. So you must just know how to answer them.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong with the pyramid.
It is a fact also.
And the only problem there is the people who are doing the industry. That's where the problem is. There are a lot of schemers there. There are a lot of people who take advantage, wrongdoers. So let's just avoid them. But in DXN, we have been in the market for 22 years.
Yes.
And people in the Philippines, I can speak for the Filipino people. No? People in the Philippines are very sensitive.
Yes.
If our president does one wrong thing, he will be attacked immediately in the social media. Facebook, you will see a lot of posts. Now, I'm very proud about. I've been 22 years in this business, and I have never seen a single post that is destroying the company's image or the company's products. So the distributors who are listening right now, especially those who are just starting out, I would like you to bear this in mind.
Yes.
What to look for in a company are the people who lead the company.
Yes.
I would like you to look at Dr. Lim. I would like you to look at Professor Vasupalya. I would like you to look at Dr. Vasupal, Dr. Ratna. I would like you to look at the leaders in India. If they are not credible to you, if they are not honest enough, if they are not helping you out, if they are schemers, if they are wrongdoers, please don't continue doing DXN. But if you honor these people, if you respect them, because they have gained respect, if they are honest and they are continuing to honestly and sincerely help you, by all means do this business, because they are there sincerely helping you to succeed in this business, because you are their business. Remember that. The person who invited you thinks about your success because you are their business.
Correct.
So those are the two most
important.
Those are the two. And the third is, the market is saturated already. There are too much distributors of DXN already. Oh my God! No,
Common objection.
I live in the Philippines.
Yes.
I live in the Philippines, and we have 135 million population. Of course, India is bigger, but we have 135 million. Do you know that we have not scratched even 1% of the population?
Yes.
And you can never saturate the market because there are more people born every day than people dying every day, especially now that there's DXN. People live longer.
Yes.
So so I challenge you, you go to your hospital and just check how many people are born every day and how many people die every day.
Yes.
No, there are more people
Are being
born every day. So think.
than dying. Yes.
So yeah, of course. So think about how many people turn 18 every day.
Yes.
My God, you have a huge opportunity.
Yes.
If I were in India, oh my God, I will not have just one crown
as you
ambassador.
said, as you said, 135 million. We are 1,300 million.
Exactly.
1,300.
No, so
as you
I'm
said,
actually
1% if it touch also, it will be huge market. It will take many years. And this.
That's why I'm studying Hindi already and Malayalam because I will fly there and
You are
I already
most
know
welcome.
Suprabhadam and
Osler,
chalo.
You are chalo,
Masate.
you are most welcome. Always you are most welcome. You are our fantastic partner. We are excited. If you build business, you produce one diamond here, you sponsor and leave, I will develop. I will assure you.
Yes.
Because that is what supporting each other, helping each other, living together as one family, one DXN. That is what the beauty. You are here today and not as my downline or upline. You are here today as a partner of global partner of DXN. You don't belong to my team, but still we help each other, support each other. I still remember while I came first time to Philippines. I think I don't know whether that time you have already you were in DXN. Which year you joined DXN? 2000.
2000.
2000. Yes, you were there. Of course, I don't remember of having because I have met lot of leaders. That time, 2004, I came to Philippines. You know.
Yeah, I was out of the country when you came.
Maybe you were out of the country.
I actually was in Dubai, I think.
Yes. That time, lot of people asked me, "You don't have team here, then why you have come here?" That was a bit. Just let us, how many out of curiosity. Do you have the team here?
No problem.
Do you have the? I told I don't have. But then why you have? I came here because I get money from Philippines also. That time we were getting highest profit sharing 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 5 up to 5 almost because Philippines was number 1 in sales in the world. Philippines was the number 1 in the world sale. Hence we were getting highest profit sharing from Philippines. I used to see that in the, our monthly statement. I told I am getting highest profit sharing from Philippines. I ate some salt from you and I wanted to give it back.
If you have any members here, we will be glad to help them out also.
Yes,
there are actually a lot of Indians in my city.
Fantastic.
So no problem.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's the beauty of DXN, no? Everybody helping each other.
Yes, that is what. And as you said, to add 1 or 2 points to that objection. Wrong. A job. Yes, they are making for in reality made more money as crown ambassador than it happens anybody in 4-5 years they overtake in the highest earning person can be done. It has done in Saudi Arabia also. Amira, as you know, that one of the fastest growing crown diamond and crown ambassador. Ghani did. So many people have done. What I am telling is it is a misconception. It is a myth to say that who joins first makes most. That is one wrong ideology what they have, and we have proven that it is wrong. Another thing is this their mindset that everybody cannot reach. Everybody cannot reach higher level or highest level in any sector. But here there is a room for reaching everybody. How many will reach depends on their dream. depends on their willingness to sacrifice to reach the top. Struggle. If they have the struggle, determined to struggle, everybody can reach the top. That is another additional this I would like to add. One more I would like to ask you, what are the professional attitude required to succeed in this industry?
Well, the number one attitude is, of course, being positive all the time, no? Because it's how you think that will determine
Professional attitude.
Professional attitude. Okay, professional attitude. Yeah. So anyway, here, DXN, you should be very professional. Do you know why? Because this is an industry that is very respectable, and your attitude, no, in doing this business is a reflection of the company. So I always do trainings, and I always tell people, you get involved in social media, and DXN is no joke, no? When you join DXN, you're a professional. This is an industry. We are called network marketing professional. And the word professional alone would define you as a person. So your Facebook account, no, you should put your real name there. In the Philippines, I'm going to share my Philippine experience. No? There are a lot of people in the Philippines who put funny names in their social media accounts. Funny names. Mm-hmm. They invert the spelling of their names, and they put funny adjectives there, and then they put funny pictures there. They put posts swearing at other people. When they are frustrated, they put it in their social media account. Now, remember, you are a reflection of what you post in social media. So let us be professional in doing this business. Now, if you are involved with Facebook, I suggest that you change your name there and put your professional picture as your profile picture, because people will look for you. Why will you put a funny name there? No, you are in business.
Yes.
And when you approach people, never just tell them that we are going to become millionaires here. No? So that is not the way. I learned a lot from this industry. I approach people before wrongly. It is important because when you approach people, first impression is very important. Yeah. Because although this is a cliche, first impression
the best thing.
Is lasting. First impression is always the last impression. So when you do this business, do it like a professional. Dress up well, clean your shoes, brush your teeth, groom yourself well. I'm in front of you right now. I look professional.
Yes.
See, I comb my hair, although it's long because of the pandemic. I could not get my barber to cut my hair. But you should look professional because people should be respecting you. We are actually contributing to the negativity of the world about network marketing because of the way we present ourselves. We carry presentation materials in a topsy-turvy manner. We keep on claiming stuff that are really not true. We tell people that this guy is earning this much. We don't even know. We don't even know the guy. And then we keep on claiming that our products can cure cancer and stuff. This is not the way to do this business. So we are businessmen. And I am very successful at this business because people respect me.
Yes.
I just don't go in front of people and tell them that, oh, your cancer will be cured, or oh, you will be earning 1 million rupees tomorrow. No, that's not the way. No, let's do it professional. You invest 1 million rupees here, you will become a crown ambassador tomorrow. That's not the way. The proper way is learning this business well, practice proper decorum, learn to speak well, because once you open your mouth, people will know who you are, how much you know. So it's very important that we read books. We read at least 10 pages of a good book every day. You listen to audio trainings at least 30 minutes a day. And why am I sharing that to you? Because I do it every day.
Yes, yes.
Every morning I read. Every morning I listen. Imagine, I'm already financially successful. I love my life already. I could literally stop working right now and earn for the rest of my life.
Yes.
I can do that. But why am I still learning? Because I know that my level of thinking is my level of income. People look at me, and they look up to me and look for inspiration. If I stop learning and I don't do this business personally, and people will look at me as a sloppy person,
Yes.
then they wouldn't succeed at life, because I am a role model. Look at Professor Basupalya. Look at how he reads books. No? So let us be role models.
Yes.
Remember, people will join not because of DXN, but because of you.
Yes.
If you don't look professional,
Yes.
if you don't have a professional attitude, people will never
Join.
join you. Remember, you always attract your kind. I will repeat.
Yes.
You always attract people who are like you.
Yes. It is fantastic. You are absolutely right. What is lacking, why people don't succeed in this industry, is lack of professionalism. Unless we master the skill and get ourselves trained and have a very serious professional attitude to present the business, I don't think they become successful. That is a major hurdle why they are not growing. So you are absolutely right, and that is what every experts around the globe in this industry telling and advising, including Professor Charles W. Key. That is the reason he wrote a book titled itself as a New Professionals. He is talking a lot about how to professionalize network marketing, how you must be a professional network. And as you said, it has to be those who are professionals, they succeed. Professionals in this industry, they master the skill, they become professional. They will succeed, that they will go to the top. One more very interesting thing which I would like to ask. Another 10 minutes, can I take your time, sir?
Of course.
What products you focus in DXN?
The number one product that I focus on is coffee.
That's what I wanted to.
Second is toothpaste. Do you know why? Because it's very easy to promote. I really don't need to be a scientist or a doctor to promote coffee and to promote toothpaste. By numbers alone, this will make good business. 9 out of 10 people drink coffee every day. And imagine how many of your friends brush their teeth every day? And do you need to teach them how?
Even take bath.
Yes.
Also.
See, so if you truly want to become financially successful, I would like you to initially start with coffee and toothpaste. Because remember, this is a copy business, no? And people will copy you. And do you know that coffee is the second largest traded commodity in the stock market, next to petroleum?
Yes, yes.
You know, the stock market is crashing down because people are buying less. So there is a crash in the petroleum market, but believe me, I don't believe that the coffee market will ever crash. So
even in lockdown,
I remember.
In fact, coffee market is increasing in the lockdown because we are taking more.
Exactly. So imagine this one. Huh? Imagine our coffee is priced lower than Starbucks coffee. Remember that, no? Our coffee is priced lower than Starbucks coffee. Can Starbucks coffee make you look younger? No. DXN coffee can make you look younger. Do you know why I can tell that? Because I'm already 58 years old and I don't even have a single strand of white hair.
Yes. 50 years.
I can still run for one. I can still run for 1 hour without stopping. I can swim for 1 hour without stopping. I'm totally healthy. My blood pressure is normal. My uric acid levels are normal. My sugar is normal. Everything is normal in my body. The only abnormal thing in my body, in me, is my income and my mind. No. So coffee and toothpaste, because everything else will follow. When I was starting out, I just took in the coffee. Based on my experience, no? I took in the coffee, and when I liked the coffee, I had more energy. I didn't get tired easily. I can sleep well. Then I took RGGL normally. So everybody in my team had the same experience. We started with coffee, and then we took RGGL, then we took spirulina. Now I'm taking every product that DXN has, except of course Pine Clean and Dish Clean. No, I don't take it. And car shampoo, I don't drink it. But everything, no, everything I take. So, but first, if you're just starting out, I advise you to take coffee first, and then toothpaste, and then RGGL, spirulina will follow.
How education and training is important here?
Well, yeah, education and training is very important, no? Because, as I've said before, I was the person hardest to attend trainings, no? Because I was the person who thought that I knew everything, no? And that's a reason why I had a hard time succeeding at first at network marketing. So I succeeded when I unlearned what I learned, and I attended every training. No, never think that you are better than the speaker.
Yes.
Before, no, I listen to the speaker for 1 minute, and if I feel that I'm better than him, I would immediately go out of the seminar hall. But you know, I learned how to listen. Do you know that I can even learn from a 3-year-old child who's just
No, that's great.
Because if you listen,
attitude for learning, yes. Without
you
that,
will.
yes.
So I suggest that you attend every training that DXN offers you.
Yes.
I am really happy that India is doing online training at this time of crisis.
Yes.
DXN Philippines is also doing that.
Yes.
DXN Middle East is also doing that.
Yes.
And I'm being flooded by messages. My message board is being flooded with a lot of requests, no, for me to do online training.
Yes.
But I'm just scheduling them.
Yes.
But you know, you attend every training because even the worst speaker can make you learn something.
Something new.
And if you think that you are the greatest speaker,
yes.
if you think that you are better than the speakers,
yes.
then this
Still
is my question to you.
Yes.
Why are you not the speaker?
Yes.
Why are you not being requested to train people? If you think that you are good, you are not.
Yes.
So you better listen first and attend every training. The more you learn, the more you earn.
Fantastic. That is great. One last but not the least, before I conclude, 1 or 2 questions which you can summarize. How to find a leader?
Leaders are very scarce. No? They're like eagles. They're like eagles. They fly alone over the skies. We are not mere birds. No, leaders are not mere birds who fly low and eat scraps from the table. Eagles look at their prey, and they lock into their prey, and they dive and get them. So how do you find leaders? Just invite people. Leaders are actually very inquisitive. Very inquisitive. They ask a lot of questions. They bug you at 3 o'clock in the morning. And they are never told. Leaders are never told. No, I remember when I was starting out, I was never dependent on my upline. And I can still remember that I never requested my upline to do a presentation for me. I never did it. Leaders are always independent, but never alone. You can see them. They are very eager to learn. When I was starting out, I was very eager to scour every book. No?
Yes, yes.
If you can see my library, my God, no, I have tons of books. So I'm just like you, Professor. And until now, I'm learning. And then leaders are never complainers. They never complain. You can never hear them complain. You can never hear them engage in negative talk. And leaders never talk about negative things to their downlines. You will notice them, no?
Yes.
When they only deliver good news to their downlines. When it's bad, they go to their upline.
Yes, yes.
When it's bad, they go to their upline. They
Yes.
never complain. And I've noticed something. People who complain a lot are people who don't do anything.
Yes.
Leaders never complain.
You are absolutely
No, I
right.
never complained.
Yes.
I have
No,
never
this
complained.
is what required to identify who is a leader.
Mhm.
And you told rightly.
Leaders are always dressed up for the occasion.
Yes.
They look good. They look professional. And
Yes.
they see to it.
Yes. Yes.
They polish their shoes well.
Yes.
They move well.
Yes.
They are
Yes.
exceptional, I should say.
Fantastic.
But
That's what required, as you said. That is why, because this is the business of leadership. And unless and until we identify, we cannot make anybody leader. Leaders must emerge themselves by finding the reason what they want in this industry. The last but not the least again, the burning desire or a fire in the belly is the most important thing to succeed, particularly in this industry. Because people...
exactly.
Yes. How
Exactly.
do you...
Burning desire is important.
Yes. How do
A lot
you
of
view
people
it? Yes.
fail. A lot of people fail in DXN because they don't have the drive, they don't have the passion, and they don't have the burning desire to really succeed. Do you know why? The answer is basic. A lot of people, actually, statistically, more than 90% of people don't know what they want. So as we terminate this meeting today, I would like you to go home and find a small corner at your house. And I would like you to honestly ask yourself, what do I really want in life? I cannot answer that question for you. Your sponsor cannot answer that question for you. The only person who can answer that is yourself. So I would like you to be honest with yourself and ask yourself truly, what do I really, really want? Because if you cannot answer that question, burning desire will not be there. And if burning desire is not there, passion will not be there. And if passion is not there, goals will not be achieved. Look at me. I've been with DXN for 22 years. I'm still passionate about life. Do you know why? Because I truly know what I want. But is DXN about being successful? Is DXN about cars? Is DXN about money in the bank? DXN about traveling for free? You know, when I was starting out, I was really passionate about buying my first car, my second car, my third car, until I reached the 17th one. When I was starting to travel, I was so passionate about traveling to any country I'd like to travel. I was so passionate about the income every month. I was so passionate about the savings that I'll be having. But later on in life, I realized that DXN is not about that. I last saw Dr. Lim a few months back, and he was wearing this kimono jacket. And I saw his sneakers. And his sneakers cost only about 300 rupees. Imagine a billionaire wearing sneakers that only costs him about 300 rupees. I know because he bought it in the Philippines. And it was not clean. And he was wearing an ordinary shirt. And I noticed he was not wearing a watch. And this guy owns an airplane. And he's a billionaire. And I asked him, Dr. Lim, why have you gone so simple? And his answer was so amazing. He told me, Osler, I just recently spoke to a guy, a successful person from another network marketing company. He was driving Ferraris. He was wearing signature suits. He was in a tuxedo. He was wearing signature shoes. And he was the top guy in that company. And he was talking to him, and that guy told him, do you know, Dr. Lim, that I am very tired? And Dr. Lim was so surprised about this answer and asked him, why are you tired? I'm so tired about maintaining my image. I have to maintain my image wearing these suits. I have to maintain my image driving these cars. And Dr. Lim told me, I don't want that kind of life. Osler, do you know that I haven't worn a watch for the past 3 years of my life? I asked him why. Because I don't need it anymore. I have my phone. Everything is there. And I was so amazed by the way Dr. Lim answered me. And I tried to reflect my life. Because at that time, I actually did not have the urge to earn so much money. I did not have the urge to buy myself a car. I didn't have even the urge to become a crown ambassador. I've gone simple. You know why? Because DXN is not about money. DXN is not about cars. DXN is not about travels. DXN is about helping people. I am in my happiest state.
Thank you.
I am in my happiest moment when somebody tells me, Osler, thank you, because you have helped me live a life that I want to live. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm living a life that I want to live. If I want to go to any place I want to go, I can go. If I want to eat anything, if I want to drive a car that I want, I can immediately buy it. Do you know why? Because I am a free man. And that defines freedom. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to ask yourself, what do you really want in life? You have to answer that question. Because without that answer, you can never succeed in any endeavor in life.
Thank you. Thank you. It is awesome, fantastic, super. There are no words, Mr. Osler. These are the values for
You're
which
welcome.
we fought. These are the values which we have to cherish. These are the values which we have to teach to the next generation. Why we are in here. Money matters. Without money, nothing moves. But money cannot buy everything. The peace, happiness, peace of mind, so many things are there, helping others. As you said, today, even at this situation, we are together here to see that many lives will change. If our mission together makes to change even one single life today. One single. Our mission is. Thank you so much for having spent your very precious time. And we are with you. India is with you. Indian leadership is with you. Entire Indian network is with you. Whenever you want our service, we are at your doorstep. Please make use of us. Thank you. We love you. God bless you. Good morning.
Good morning. Namaste.